Ethical Amy, EA, has just started working for Top Sun Hotel and Resort. Mary, who has been working for them for the last 5 years, is teaching EA the ropes. Mary explains to EA that, as a server, it is her job to take orders and deliver food to the poolside guests. Mary discusses that the days can be long, so sometimes she sneaks food or makes a drink for herself. Mary then explains it's no big deal because she knows that her friend Annie in housekeeping has occasionally taken forgotten items from the rooms after guests have left. She tells EA that no one is getting hurt from a few drinks here and there, and the guests forgot the items, right? EA is a bit concerned about this behavior, so she asks what Mary and Annie do if their supervisors ever ask about missing items or increasing food costs. Puzzled, Mary explains that they just pretend they don't know anything. They are not really harming anyone, so there is no need to discuss it. EA explains to Mary that her behavior is unethical. Ethics are the established principles that form a belief system that differentiates what is right and what is wrong. EA then discusses that ethics are especially important in the hospitality industry because workers are faced with a broad range of ethical dilemmas. Hospitality workers and professionals often have the opportunity to do something against an ethical value, such as taking food because it's no big deal. In an ethical dilemma, a person chooses between doing what is wrong or doing what is ethical because it is the right thing to do. Some of the most important ethics in the hospitality industry include integrity, trustworthiness, respect for others, accountability. Each of these ethics are essential to supporting an ethical environment. EA explains that integrity, or the internal force which drives a person's honesty and desire to do the right things, is one of the most important ethics. She tells Mary that her willingness to break the rules or lie shows a lack of integrity. If a company in the hospitality industry doesn't have integrity, then their clients can't trust that they will serve their best interests. EA explains that trust is essential to integrity. She tells Mary that if you can't be trustworthy or able to be trusted, customers won't come back and supervisors won't give you good tasks. However, the same goes for supervisors. They must be trustworthy so that the staff feel that they can approach them. If there is a lack of trust, the entire company will suffer. EA tells Mary that every time she takes food or makes a drink for herself, she is indicating to the company that she isn't trustworthy. In addition to being trustworthy, EA explains that having respect for others is also an essential ethical principle. Respect for others means that you are interested in doing what is good for others and you value them as a person. This includes respect for clients and co-workers. She tells Mary that respect for others builds trust and shows that you are interested in the overall well-being of the organization you work for. For example, every time Annie takes something from a room, she is showing a lack of respect for the guests. When she does, it decreases the trust that the customer will have in the location. This can cause them to never come back. Last, but certainly not least, EA tells Mary that accountability means taking responsibility for your work and also your behavior and interactions in the workplace. Accountability is another essential ethical value. The hospitality industry is a service industry that deals with the public, and complaints, conflicts, and differences of opinion are common. When workers hold themselves accountable and take responsibility for all of their decisions and actions, it makes it easier to avoid problems and to solve them when they occur. EA then explains that she, Mary, and Annie should all be accountable. Together, they can form a strong team that serves the clients and guests to the best of their ability. Now that Mary understands ethics are important for the individuals working in the hospitality industry, EA tells her that these same ethics are important for the industry as a whole. All organizations that work in the hospitality industry, including restaurants, resorts, and catering services, are faced with several ethical dilemmas. They face issues of food waste, environmental damage due to high electrical and water usage, and in some cases they may be imposing on local cultures. EA tells Mary to think about the resort they are working at now. They are in the heart of the Costa Rica Resort Center. With high local poverty and a sensitive environment, Top Sun has to maintain high ethical standards in order to ensure that they are not too wasteful of local resources and that they give back to the local economy. This means that the ethics that are important for the staff working for the organization are just as important for the company as a whole. EA wraps up by explaining to Mary the importance of ethics. She tells her, ethics, or the established principles and guidelines used in an organization, are important to fostering a good workplace culture. In hospitality, they are essential to keeping the business running. A hospitality company with poor ethics will not be able to keep customers, and staff satisfaction will plummet. There will be ethical dilemmas, though, which are when a person must choose between doing what is wrong or doing what is ethical because it is the right thing to do. The following list highlights some of the most important ethics in hospitality. Integrity, which is the internal force which drives a person's honesty and desire to do the right things. Trustworthiness, which is the ability to be trusted. Respect for others, which means that you are interested in doing what is good for others and you value them as a person. Accountability, or taking responsibility for your work and also your behavior and interactions in the workplace.